Hey guys, Taylor here with another tutorial for you guys, and today we're going to be working with the vanishing point tool in Photoshop. What you see here is a photo that I found just to demonstrate the effect for you guys, and we're going to go into Filter, Vanishing Point. And a vanishing point is like when you're looking at a railroad track photo, and it seems as if those railroad tracks are pointing at a particular spot in the distance. That's your vanishing point. In this photo, the vanishing point would be about right there. You can see how the boards are pointing to that spot. And what we're going to do is zoom in. This isn't that great of a photo, so the quality is not going to be that great. And we're going to create a plane. And a plane is what Photoshop is going to use to render our adjustments to the photo on. And it pays to be somewhat accurate with this. This is just a tutorial, so I'm just going to show you guys. I'm not going to be too accurate with it. I'm going to go ahead and guess on that one. There we are. And once you create those four corners, you can drag these side handles and extend your plane out. I'm going to zoom out again. And once you've done that, don't drag the corner handles because they distort the plane, change the plane's angle. But anyway, once you've done that, this is the clone tool. And just like in Photoshop, standard default settings, hold down Alt to select your cloning area. And in this case, we're going to zoom in. And we don't want that big. Make sure your hardness is 100 and opacity is 100 for this particular application we're going to use it for. And we're going to try and get down some. What I'm doing is lining up that line you see in my paintbrush with that. The healing is on, so it will heal that just like Photoshop does standard. As you can see, it turns out really well. You can see right there that line's going to be off, so I'm going to need to sample again. And once again, this is a labor of love. You're going to need to take your time on this, and you can see that's Photoshop. Oh, that's cool. You can see that's Photoshop. And so we're going to take another texture sample to kind of get that texture out of there. The key to photoshopping repeating patterns like this, clones basically, is look for any sort of repeating pattern and take care of it, get it out. Because that's the #1 giveaway of any photoshopped image. Especially in these right here. These boards are particularly going to be hard to replicate without this tool. But anyway, as you can see, I've taken out that leaf, whatever it was right there. And you can continue on with this throughout the porch. I'm not going to because the length of this with YouTube, I only have 10 minutes to show you guys. But we'll take out a few other things. And as you're sampling with your brush tool, one trick I forgot to show you guys is you always want to sample from you away from the plane. What that means is, I'll just show you guys. Let's say I wanted a plane from right there, right? Well, as I come up, you can see it's incredibly blurred. Well, the reason for that is Photoshop is reading this as a plane. So it's taking that texture down there and applying it up here, and it's doing the best it can, but there's just simply not enough material there to make it sharp and crisp. And so what you really need to do is work from the top towards the edge of the plane. So you can see it stays. Even if I size it up a bit, well, that's a bad spot. Even if I size it up a bit, that's obviously off, but you can see it's sharp. And if it were lined up, you probably couldn't tell. And we'll take this stick out and then we'll call it a tutorial. Make sure you line up any repeating pattern in there. I'm on a walking tablet, so my hands are somewhat unsteady. There we are. As you can see, that replaced it really well. You can't even tell that was there. And another thing is, you see there's a line right here. Well, that's the edge of our picture over here. It has nothing else to sample from to clone your material that you'd like, so it stops. Which is kind of a good thing, because you can kind of resample, I guess. It kind of reminds you to resample, because once again, right here, you can see that it was Photoshop because you have that repeating pattern. But I'm going to go ahead and press OK and go ahead and show you guys. And just give you guys an idea of what we did. This is before and this is after. And as you can see, I didn't do much on this tutorial, I didn't take too much time on it. But you can see the power of this tool. You could clean off this whole porch, for example. If you're a photographer, you could retouch your photos, get that trash off the background of a porch or something. Anything you'd like, to an extent, of course. If there's not enough room to sample up here, then you obviously couldn't sample from down there, like I showed you. But within limitations, this is a very powerful tool for you to use in Photoshop. That's about it, guys. Don't forget to check out my blog at taylorndaughtry.wordpress.com. There'll be a link to the right for you guys on YouTube. And big news, I'm buying a domain for my website now, guys, so don't forget to check back on that. I'm going to have a few free brushes and all that for you guys for my domain opening. But that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my blog. See you.